and the women who serve you for many years, you don't even go to her house. You don't even talk to her. You even threat to divorce her. And this is here, tons of stories about her. And actually, Sauda Biduma have a history. Because of her ass, the chapter of the hijab came down. It was made by Umar, as you see the story here in front of us. See what Muhammad did to his wives? She got older, he dumped her. And now he's having fun with the teenager or little kid. At that time, Aisha, she is a teenager. What kind of a prophet this prophet is? Read carefully here this hadith. And this is Sahih. Muslims, you know, all what you say, you're trying to divert us from our topic. We laugh at you, and you have nothing to say. If you are a man, call me in Skype. We will laugh at you, and you can post for me Ezekiel from now until next year, and I will get you the same size you are looking for. Look at this. Never did I find any woman more loving to me than Sauda. Who's saying Aisha? So Sauda is a good woman. Okay. Is she loving? Let us see what's happening. I wish I could be exactly like her, who was passionate. As she become old, she had made over her day, which she had to spend with Allah Messenger. Aisha, she said, I have made over my day with you to Aisha. So Allah Messenger allotted 2 days to Aisha. But look at the false translation we see in front of us in English. And look at the translation in Arabic, or the word in Arabic. In Arabic, actually here it says, as she become old. She become what? Old. Is it really? This was her idea to give her day to Aisha, or she been forced to? She was been forced to. Because she heard the news that Muhammad is going to divorce her and throw her like a goat in the street. Let us show you some reference. As you know, we don't like to say things. Just to show you how they lie. Duct tape cult. Duct tape cult. Let us see. Actually, some hadith says that even he divorced her. He threw her out already. Let's see if we can find the reference in English. If not, we will show the Arabic one. Okay, look like this one is not here. Let us see this one. I have the reference in front of me actually, but I wanna use a website can be used as a reference for you, not just a quotation. Let us see this one here. Let's see if we can find this one in English first. You see, like, you know, our work, my work, it's not easy because I try to help you with the English reference because you don't speak Arabic. Here we go. Read with me. This is I just found you something in English. That will help. In the authority of his father, etc., that Aisha said, "Oh, my nephew, the Messenger of Allah did not prefer one of us to the other in respect of his division of the time of his staying with us. It was very rare that he did not visit us any day, i.e., visited all of us every day." Now, this is Aisha saying that. We can show you reference that the story is different. Even Muhammad, he stopped going to some certain women, like Soda. Actually, here the story in front of us, it says, he would come near each of his wives without having intercourse with her until he reached the one who had her day and passed his night with her. When Sauda, daughter of Zama, became old and feared that the Messenger of Allah would divorce her, she said, see, she is not giving her day because she don't want to be his wife no more. She feared the divorce, and divorce means she will be homeless. This woman is very old now. She needs food, she needs support. So if she got divorced, she will lose her slaves, the one he gave her to serve her. She will lose her house. She will lose everything. So she said to the Messenger of Allah, I give to Aisha the day you visit me. The Messenger of Allah accepted that. And this is the verse in the Quran, chapter 4, verse 128. The verse saying that if a wife fear cruelty, or distortion in her husband, they can come to an agreement, and this was the agreement. So imagine, even the God of Islam, he made a verse about it. Different hadith says that the Prophet of Allah, he told Sauda, I'm going to divorce you. Because you need to ask yourself why she feared this divorce. How she learned that he might divorce her. In fact, he said to her, get ready, I'm going to get rid of you. So she said to him, don't divorce me. Let me stay. And this is the Imam al-Baghawi, and he is the master of all those dummies, like Ibn Kathir, etc. Tafsir al-Nisa, verse number 128. And this is for those who speak Arabic. They knew how to read Arabic. You can read. So here it says, let us see where is it says that he decided to divorce her. Here we go. So at the end here she said, in the last 3 lines, that when she became an old woman and the Prophet, he wanted to divorce her, she said to him, don't divorce me. Please, let me stay. And I can give my time to Aisha. She knew that Aisha is his weakness. He liked to F Aisha more than the others, because she is the little child. And then Aisha, she convinced him, yeah, because Aisha, she don't like Muhammad, by the way, but because she liked the gifts. All the gifts, they come to the house of Aisha. So when Aisha, she would have 2 days, that's mean double money. And let us show you the reference. And this here, let us actually first do Google translation. I will post the link for you. As you see, she said to him, please don't divorce me. Don't. He wanted to separate with her, divorce her. To who? To Sauda, with Sauda. So she said to him, please don't divorce me. Translation is not very accurate, but it's okay, you know. And why he don't want to be with her no more? Because she is an old woman. Old. She became older. And Muhammad is not interested no more. So, you know, a woman in Islam is like a car. And who is going to drive an old car if he have a new car? She's an old woman. Sauda was an old woman. And the Prophet wanted to separate from her. She said to him, please don't divorce me. I will give my day to Sauda. Let me post the link for you. Give me a second. And this is Tafsir al-Baghawi. And this is the reference here. Tafsir al-Baghawi. Chapter of the Women. Verse number 128. And you know, mentioning the chapter of the women, we can go to mention to you that not only Muhammad, he can marry children and have sex with them. In fact, the Quran confirmed that all Muslim men, they can do that. This is why they marry children until now everywhere in the Middle East. Now, for sure, some countries now, they don't follow Sharia law, and because it's an embarrassment. But if you go to chapter 65 in the Quran, there's a verse, the chapter of the divorce. And that chapter, verse number 4, is speaking about divorcing young girls who they never have their menstruation. They did not have menstruation because of their young age. And now we are divorcing them. So some liars, they say to you that Aisha, she was in the age of menstruation when she got the Prophet to marry her. But this is absolutely false. We can go to the Hadith. Let me show you the reference. That Aisha, first let me post this link for you, please. Hold on. I forgot. This is the link about Tafsir al-Baghawi, that he divorced, he wanted to divorce Sauda. And we go here. I just posted the link for you. Give me a second. Many Muslim lie about Aisha. She reached the age of puberty. There's videos of Mimi Hijab, Ali Dawa, the turtle voice, all of them. But this is their books confirming that Aisha, she never reached the age of puberty, even many years after the marriage, even when she became over 14. This is Sahih Bukhari, Hadith number 6130. I used to play with the dolls. The wife, she is playing with the dolls. The wife, now she is in his house. I mean, do you see, they say to you, she is mature, she is ready for marriage. She have, you know, it's not just the age, you know, brother. The wife, she is playing with the dolls. That is saying us a lot. In the presence of the Prophet. So the husband is watching his wife playing with the dolls. And he is not asking why in the world my wife is doing that. Why? Because she knew she is a child. Even there's hadith is saying that the Prophet, he used to carry her in his shoulder. The Prophet, he carry his wife in his shoulder to watch the kids playing. And there's many hadith about little kids coming to play with Aisha. And when they see the Prophet, they hide. And my girlfriend used to play with me. This is her age. When the Messenger of Allah used to enter the dwelling, they used to hide themselves. What? This is religion? The wife, she have little girlfriends. And all of them, they are playing with the dolls. Now the beast Muhammad, the husband, he entered the house. The little girls, they hide. Either because they are shy or they are afraid he will molest them. But the Prophet would call them to join to play with me. Guys, is it in front of you? Is this me saying that? Playing with the dolls. And this is many years after his marriage. And then the Muslims, they explain to you, playing with dolls, isn't it playing with images is forbidden because doll is an image. They say to you, the reason she was allowed to do that, because she was a little girl and she did not reach the age of a puberty yet. Do you see it? And this is the reference in front of you. They love to lie in order to cover the leaking ass of Muhammad. And then they come to us and say, hey, okay, what is the age of Mary when she got married, brother? Mary, she gave birth to Jesus, you idiot, without husband. So obviously she is a woman already, because a child cannot give a child birth. A child cannot give a birth to a child. She will die. She cannot conceive. And your Quran, you stupid, agree that Mary, she never been touched by a man, chapter 19. This is who is Muhammad. And this is the truth, and the ugly truth is there. And they try to cover it because obviously they are ashamed of their prophet. This is a great sign, by the way. When you see somebody trying to hide what his belief is about, that means he himself is ashamed of it. Shame is Muhammad, and Muhammad is shame. Anyone have a question? I have a request to the admins. Don't post from now on any link to any channel, even if they are a Christian channel. Because I receive a complaint that you guys posting links for other people, and they are saying the opposite. You know, we try not to divide the Christians. So I don't want you to post any website, any link to anyone. It doesn't matter he's your friend or not. It doesn't matter I know him or not. Don't post. I don't recommend anyone. And if I want to recommend, I will recommend myself. Go to this channel. And I want you to remember one thing. When a Muslim, he leave Islam in here, I will not accept anyone to say, become a Catholic brother, or become an Orthodox brother, or become a Protestant brother. I don't want him to become neither a Catholic or a Protestant or Orthodox. I want him to follow Jesus. If you say those things in the chat, I will block you. Not because Catholic is not good or Protestant not good or no. But we don't care for those things. Who care? We care that we save the Muslim and he is saved by the name of Christ. Where he go, this is his business. So don't volunteer like a turtle, silly, stupid you. We come, you know, the good church is the church, etc. You know, no. The good church is the church who teach him to love everybody, to follow Jesus. For he said, from their fruit you shall know them. It doesn't matter what a church, as long it's a church teach that the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit is one God. That the salvation is only in the hand of Jesus. That the judge over the flesh of all mankind is Jesus. That for everything created by him and for him. That he is coming back, and he was in the cross, and he was resurrected, and he is our Savior. I don't care then what the name of the church is. So anyone will say anything about any name of any sect or denomination, I will block you immediately. Even if you are an admin. I'm warning. Christian Prince, he don't believe in any denomination. You don't need to agree with me. Don't agree. This is your business. Just leave. You don't come to my house and tell me what to say, what not to say. I follow Christ. I follow no bishop. I follow no pope. I follow no priest. I follow no man. I follow Christ the Lord, Yeshua. The one who follow a man, go and follow your man. You will end in hell with him. We follow Christ. Division is from the devil. And anyone who will come with his division, we will send you free shipping and handling to Allah. Allah himself in the Quran, he says, Allah will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians. Chapter 5, verse number 14. Therefore, my duty is to fight the hatred of Allah. And the hatred of Allah is going to be spread between the Christians. So if a Christian person, he cannot love his brother in Christ, how you claim that Jesus says love your enemy? Well, you cannot even love your brother in Christ. What kind of Christian you are? You see, when we speak against Islam, we don't teach that we hate Muslims. We will never hate Muslims. Because if we do, we are not following Jesus. And the reason because we don't hate them, we are exposing the false prophet so we can save them. What we do is not because we hate Muslims, but because we love Muslims. And love is not about giving kisses. No, we are men. Talking about myself. This is not love. Kisses and hugs is not what Jesus did. Jesus, he flipped the table on those who they are buying and selling in the front of the temple. They are not even inside the temple. For they made the temple of God a place of business. The Messiah was not nice to the hypocrite. He called them son of serpent. Hypocrite, liars, evil generation. This is what Jesus said. So why Jesus was not nice? Why he was, in the language you say or you claim, rude? Because this is how the truth will come. The truth is not a truth unless you say it as it is. If you are a person who sugarcoat things, you are no Christian. And you do not know Jesus. Right? Look here, we have an answer from Abdullah Asaduddin. This is the lion of religion. The lion of religion, he gave us an answer about why the prophet, he married a child. Let us see why the prophet, he married a child. Let us put what you said to us, my friend, in the screen, so everybody can enjoy your wisdom and your knowledge. So Mr. Asaduddin, he said, during the Christian Prince, during the period of everyone, that period, everyone married child. Muhammad was not a man surrounded by those ignorant people who was forced to marry Aisha at the age of 6 because of the society around him. What was the age of Aisha, mother? Can you name for me one person around Muhammad? He married a child. Just give me a name. Here we go. I'm waiting for you. Go and search in Google. Prophet Google, peace upon him. And find me the names of those who they are around Muhammad marrying children in the age of Aisha. Go ahead. Actually, when Muhammad, he came to Aisha to marry her, to ask for her hand, Abu Bakr, he said to him, but you are my brother, which means he was trying to get rid of him. Muhammad, he said to him, you are my brother in religion and she is mine. Let me show you the reference. And actually, the hadith here, thank you for, remind me to speak about this, because that will expose everything the Muhammadan they say, that Aisha, she was not a kid. Read with me this. And I will show it to you from Sahih al-Bukhari. What is the chapter name for this hadith? Maybe in the English section here it doesn't say. Let us see. But in Arabic it says, to if a child. So this is the hadith here in English, but it doesn't say in the top the name of the chapter. I guess. You see here they lie in the translation. It says young lady, when the fact it says تزويج الصغار. الصغار is the children's. صغير is the little one, not young lady. Lady, actually she was 6 years old. If you go here, this is Sahih Bukhari in Arabic. باب تزويج الصغار من الكبار. Marriage of the young one, the little one, to the old one. Value number 5. Hadith number, or page number, sorry. 1954. Hadith number 4793. Google translation, peace be upon him. Let us do it. Here we go. See? Even Google got you busted. Liars. Marriage of younger children to adult. This is the name of the chapter. And this is the volume, and this is the page number, and this is the hadith number. In the Muslim website, they changed. They said marrying young lady when it is a young child. And let me post the link in for the Arabic hadith as it is from your Islamic website. So as you see, Abu Bakr, he don't want to marry his daughter to Muhammad because she is so young. And he tried to make an excuse. He said, well, you are my brother. He said, no. I am your brother in religion only, and she is mine. He forced him to give her. So a nice try, my friend. Anyone else? Now the video became longer than I wanted to make it, but as usual, I like to cover all sides of the story. So if you download the video, and please download it, so later if you want to make a study, you want to have reference, you want to have refutation, you get all the ideas you need. Even though I did not really, I can keep going about this and keep showing you reference for the coming year if I want, but for me, the purpose is done. And I think we have more than enough reference to prove that Muhammad is a very filthy man. He cannot be a prophet of God. And when the Muslims, they try to fix it, they say, because Allah told him. And not only that, they claim that Allah, he showed him even her pictures in his dream. Can you believe such a pervert excuse? Allah, he showed Muhammad her pictures in the dream. Are you sure? in the dream. I thought pictures is haram. Look, even Allah, he takes selfie. Right? Let me see where this guy he say that Allah here we go. Allah, he ordered him to marry her. Listen to this. It's not Muhammad, he is a pervert. Allah, he ordered him. Allah ordered him to marry Zainab. Allah ordered him to marry Khadija. Allah ordered him. The guy he didn't want. He hated. He hated.
Why did the Prophet propose, ﷺ? Because Allah ordered him to marry her in a revelation.
See?
And he saw her picture twice.
See?
Brought to him by Jibril.
He saw her picture twice brought to him by Jibril. As if we are talking about the dating of somebody who live overseas. Why he want to give her her picture if the girl she live next door? Allah, he sent Jibril with a picture of Aisha and her profile too. Like what? Jibril, he have a cell phone? He say, Muhammad, this is your wife? Any woman Muhammad, he claimed that Allah told him. And now Allah, he sends Jibril. Look how important this man. I mean, this is the creator of the universe. He gets to his office. Hey, Jibril, come here. Yes, sir. I want you to go immediately. And I want you to print a picture of Aisha. And use, no, don't use this printer. This printer is made in America. We boycott America. Use the printer made in China. The laser one. Alhamdulillah. Yes. Print the image of Aisha and send a picture with you and show it to Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad, he was asleep in his house. Who is this? Jibreel. Oh, Jibreel, what are you doing here, man? It's hummus time. I was going to eat hummus. Open the door. Hey, Jibreel, hold on. I don't have my pants on. Hold on. You know, I'm naked. Just wait. You know, zip, zip. Okay, I'm zipping it now. Coming to you. The Prophet, he was shocked. He was not expecting Jibreel to come in this time. Jibreel is coming with cerebral eyes. I mean, put yourself in the shoes of the Prophet. If you have a shoes. If you don't have shoes, you know, shoes it. And now, the Prophet is receiving a delivery from Allah. What I can say. Jibreel, he entered the house of Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, because he was so poor, he could not put oil to his door. His door actually sounded like a barn door. Jibreel, he entered the house. And he told Muhammad, close the door. Muhammad, he closed it, the door opened again. Jibreel, he told him, Muhammad, I told you close the door because this is very private. Muhammad, he now put a chain because somebody is opening the door. I think it was genie. So Jibreel, he come to the Prophet and he told him, I have a big sir for you.
Jubair. But when Abu Bakr declined, then the Prophet ﷺ proposed.
This is a guy who engaged to Aisha before Muhammad. His name is Jubair. Take a note.
Why did the Prophet propose, ﷺ? Because Allah ordered him to marry her in a revelation. And he saw her picture twice, brought to him by Jibril.
You know, I am single. And I want to know why in the world Allah is not sending me images of girls who I can marry. I mean, how lucky this guy. Allah, brother. Allah. Alhamdulillah. Allah, the one who created the... Let me show you the universe, how small it is. And just to show you how... Man, this is so interesting. Okay. Universe. Even the name is weird. Universe. What the heck? Uni? Sound like unicorn. Universe. That's deep. Okay. So, brother, this is the universe. Okay, take a look. Take a look at the universe. So this is the universe, and Allah created the universe. But now Allah, He is busy with something more important. He need to send a picture for Aisha. And the picture is very important because the Prophet might go to the door, next door, and get the wrong girl. Like, he told him, this is Aisha, the daughter of Abu Bakr, and still Muhammad, he need a picture. This is how slow he is. I mean, the guy, he have only one daughter. Her name is Aisha. No. We need to give him a picture. The Prophet is so slow, man. So the God who created the universe, huh? Look at this. What is that? By the way, all of this is Photoshop. Many people think that NASA, when they post those pictures, are real. Those are not real. This is Photoshop. Honestly, even the website, they say to you. But look, brother, the one who created the universe, he sent a picture of Aisha to Muhammad to tell him, you should marry her. And me, the poor me, I receive emails every day. You've been rude to me. You blocked me in a chat. Why Allah don't send me Jibreel with a picture of a beautiful woman? Her name is Khadija, and she is so rich. Even if she is 20 years older than me, who cares? Life is not fair, man. I don't want him to send me a picture of a kid. I am not interested. Look at this. Muhammad is just a man. This is what the Muslims, they say to us. He's a servant of Allah. But Allah is so busy. He tell him, marry this woman, marry this child. The Prophet, he have a problem with his penis. What Allah he do? He send him a dish of shish kebab. I mean, do you see how the God who created the universe, how much he have time for Muhammad penis? Even he go to his kitchen to make shish kebab to the Prophet, and turn to be that the first one who created Viagra is Allah. But it's a shish kebab. And I know many of you now will go and eat shish kebab thinking that that will help him in the bedroom. Good luck. So this is God. God, he sent him a picture. The poor Muhammad, like he don't like Aisha. But Allah told him, man, it's not his fault. What's wrong with you? Muhammad himself is a victim. Actually, I heard that Aisha, she was very evil. And when she was 6 years old, she told Muhammad to go with her in a private room. And then she told him, I have a watch coming from China. It has a light in it. The Prophet could not believe it. He said, no way. She said, I will show you. Let us go to the room. They went inside the room. She closed the door. And then, did I just say she closed the door? Yeah, she did. And then she told him, now let us close the curtain so I can show you the watch. However, I will not show you the watch unless you show me your willy. Prophet was very naive. He is just 54 years old. You have no idea what she is talking about. He said, what willy? She said, the one down the belly. You want me to show you the watch? Show me the willy down the belly. Prophet, he said, what the heck? What is that? She said, there is a little thing there. Huh? It's not working, but it's okay. Just let me see. She closed the windows, she closed the curtain, she closed the door, as you see, and she slammed the door, man. I mean, she was really... She locked it up because she was afraid. She told him, I am afraid that your willy is going to fly. So let us close the windows. And then when she saw the willy, she jumped on the belly. And Muhammad became a victim of rape. So the truth, brother, Aisha, she was the one who raped Prophet Muhammad. It was not the Prophet who was raping Aisha. And those kuffar, they lie to you. Prophet Muhammad was a very victim of the same act. And they switched the fact upside down because they are kuffar. Christians, what do you expect, huh? They are Christians. They lie all the time. They say Jesus is God. They lie all the time, brother. What do you expect? Huh? And then I don't know what to expect, really. I mean, if I ask the bent, if I ask Shabir Ali will come with different answer, starting with
She couldn't fulfill any of those categories. In fact, if anything, she would just be another burden. It's like the Prophet has young children at home. Now he's just brought another child and put a child at home. Who's going to take care of the children whilst he's trying to earn a living and trying to...
Jibreel, what's wrong with you? Isn't it the story says that after the death of Prophet Muhammad, Jibreel used to come and wash dishes to Fatima? Guys, have you ever heard of an angel wash dishes? Jibreel, he come to the house of Fatima, he washed dishes, he held the broom, he cleaned the floor. Like, what the heck? Why Jibreel don't do that to my house? I mean, let me show you my kitchen. I usually always clean my dishes, but today I was like, I was really busy, so I did not clean the dishes. Where is Jibreel? I mean, this prophet is really spoiled, man. Jibreel, he come to the house of Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad, from his wife, and he cleaned the floor and cleaned the dishes, and he sing songs for her. Where did she get that from? Amazon? What a good deal.
Do all of these things. This hadith really, brought the message home for me that, wait a minute, this doesn't, whereas it makes sense.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Shame on you. What doesn't make sense? I mean, are you a Muslim or what? So this is what happened when a Muslim, he struggled. He opened his books. He find all the poo-poo. And now he tried to get rid of it. And they go and they order all the cleaning supply. And now this video is a cleaning supply video, trying to fix the poo-poo of Muhammad. Unbelievable.
Having a partner, somebody who could actually help you in these categories of life.
I mean, there's a reasonable observation, Sheikh, that when the Prophet ﷺ was getting married, it does not make sense that he would be marrying a girl who would have been younger than his daughters at the time. And of course, his daughters were young enough to need a motherly care. And Sauda would have fulfilled that by virtue of her age. To marry Aisha, who would have been so young as described in the Hadith, would not seem to serve any reasonable purpose at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will leave you with that. And please leave your comment, Abdul. And you are welcome. But as you see, your prophet, everything is wrong about this man. His penis is not working. Allah, he invoked Allah, he sent him a dish of shirk kebab. And then he made his wife father drunk in order to marry her, the first wife, Khadija. What kind of ethic he have? I mean, name for me one thing about this man is not wrong. And then Waraq ibn Nawfal, he died, and the prophet decided to commit suicide. And then the prophet, who is very decent, he see a woman walking down the street, and he go horny to his wife. Obviously, he was looking in a very bad way, because all of us, we see women down the street, but we don't get excited sexually just because we saw a woman down street. Unless you are thinking about it, you don't get excited. That hadith is very weak. We cannot challenge Allah. What hadith is weak? I saw you Sahih Bukhari, potato. Yes, this hadith is very weak. Al-Bukhari, it's very weak. Al-Bukhari, it's very weak. Al-Bukhari, very weak. Okay, but the mother of Aisha, she used to feed her a cucumber to make her fat before she delivered her to Muhammad because she was little. It's weak. But it's not weak. It's weak. It's not weak. It's weak. Here it says it's sahih. It's weak. It says sahih. It's weak. Weak. What weak? Weak. Weak. Now I know why they call it Wikipedia. Because it's full of Islamic weak hadith. Weak, huh? This is why Sheikh Hamda, he said, those who come with the argument of weak hadith, they have a weak argument. Do you know that? Those who come with the argument of weak hadith, they have a weak argument. Weak hadith is what? Is a weak argument.
Weak hadith is anywhere from a B minus to a D minus. All right? A Hasan hadith is a B to an A minus. And then a Sahih hadith, I'm just using a language you can understand. An A minus is like a Sahih hadith is from an A to an A plus to 100%. Mutawatir is 100%. Al-Bukhari is like 98%, 99%. Muslim and Bukhari, 99%. Sahih Muslim, 97%. So a weak hadith is not thrown out. Just like a professor doesn't throw out a paper that gets a D minus. It didn't flunk. It passed.
It passed. Yeah, Abdul, it passed. And not only that, none of the hadith we showed you, it was weak. All of them, they are sahih. So, but even the weak one, this is the game. You see that was Muhammadan? In order to wash their hand from the poo of their prophet, anything we say to them, they say weak hadith. But as you see, weak hadith, it passed. It did not flunk.
And so when the ulama say it's a weak hadith, it passed. In other words, it's something that cannot be proven to not have been said by the Prophet. The probability that he said it is...
Did you hear? It passed. In other way, this is something cannot be proven that it's not said by the Prophet. It's not said by the Prophet. It cannot be proven that it is not from the Prophet. So you see how they lie to us using the argument of weak hadith? Always you can search for this video. It's called the Hadith Weak Da'if Sheikh Hamda Yusuf. You can search for it always. You can download it. So if a Muslim, he come to you with this, post for him this, and let him laugh at himself. Not only it pass, it's a weak argument.
It's far greater than the probability that he didn't say it. So it's called a hadith da'if because the margin of error is greater than in a hasan or a sahih. So how did the ulama deal with that? The ulama dealt with...
So you see here, you know, I really feel sorry for the Muhammadan. You know, they are trying to clean or cleanse the stupidity of their prophet. And because of that, they try, you know, they start jumping, denying all over, whatever, you know, whatever is embarrassment. Whatever is an embarrassment, the Muhammadan, they try to get rid of it.
Is a weak argument. And that is that. Or the hadith that تعرض علي أعمالكم or أعمال أمتي in Al-Bazar, which is a Sahih hadith. So the ulama don't reject weak hadith. They don't. And so this argument against the weak hadith is a weak argument.
Did you hear it, Muslims? The argument of weak hadith is a weak argument. This is from the mouth of your sheikh. So stop playing this game with the Christians. You've been exposed. And the smell is all over the place. Right? Mahdi saying that Aisha, she said, I never saw or touched the private part of Muhammad. Look what this guy is saying. Mahdi Kawthar is saying, there is the hadith which says, Aisha, she said, I never touched or seen the private part of the Messenger of Allah. Obviously, you won't accept this. So stick to the Hasan or Sahih. My friend, I think your prophet, he used to like doggy styles. So she will never see him because he's always from behind. Excuse me. Isn't it the Quran says, وَإِنَّ نِثَاءَكُمْ حَرْصٌ لَكُمْ فَآتُوا نِسَاءَكُمْ أَنَّ شِئْتُمْ? And this was to respond to the Jews who they say you should not, it's not allowed, it's forbidden to have sex from behind. And then the prophet, he respond to them saying, your women are your turf like a ground, so dig in your turf as you wish. Is that your Quran? And this is about the doggy style? Are you there? Your God is a doggy style God. And the proof in front of you. And he goes so low to the point he speaks about women as if they are a ground and you dig in the ground as you wish. And you can go and read the interpretation for the verse if you like. So my friend, you are talking to Christian Prince. I got all your laundry. All your laundry is here in my head. I do not need a library. And by the way, the Muslim, they say, Christian Prince, he is a Google guy. In order to find something in Google, I have to know it first. What Google? I'm using the computer. For sure I would use Google computer. This is the fastest way. Imagine if I go now to go and find the reference and flip the pages and go to the shelves and I need a library of 1,000,000 books. Most of those books, I don't have them in my home. But thanks to the internet. So we use them, why not? But the knowledge is in my head. And this is your doggy style God. This is a verse was respond to the Jews who they reject having sex from behind. As simple as that. If you don't believe me, I can go right now and show you the interpretation. However, the Muslim Shia, they have different opinion. The Muslim Shia, and this is why Aisha is mentioning that actually, they believe that if a man, he look at the anus or the vagina of his wife during the sex, his son is going to be mute and deaf, and even he might be homosexual. If you want, I can show the reference, because from your name I can guess that you are a Shia. Mahdi. This is a very popular name between the Shia. Is that true? Or I'm making things up? The Shia, you know, the Sunni, they laugh at the Shia. They say that the Shia, they have a huge library of penises and vagina. But in fact, the Shia and the Sunni both, they have the same thing. Let us see what the Shia, they say. The Shia even, they believe that if you wear black shoes, your penis will not work. This is why if you go and check all my shoes, I don't have a black penis, sorry, black penis, black shoes. Sorry. I mean, this filthy religion. I mean, what? Look at this. Look what we talk about the second we talk about Muhammad. Penis, vagina, blah, blah, blah. When we speak about the Messiah, we speak about holiness. The second we name Muhammad, penis is there. So if you wear a yellow shoes, your penis will be so good, according to the Shia. Let us see. As long as you are a Shia, so let us go there. Actually, there's even many videos, you know. We can play for you from YouTube. You would die laughing if you speak Arabic. Let us see. Here we go. I'm just trying to find the reference in a Shia website, so you don't say to me this is Sunni. Actually, I found a Shia website, but their text is so huge. I don't know what's wrong with those people. Yeah, let us see this one. This is a Shia website. Man, this website is messed up. Look, I mean, look at the text, how it's coming. Weird. Well, I can translate this. I mean, use Google Translation. This website is messed up. Let us see a different website. We are having difficulty. Where it is. Here it is. Let's see this one. This is Ya Zahra. Until now, we could not find an official website. Okay, let's choose this one. I don't know, because this is the reference here. The book, it's called من لا يحضره الفقيه, volume number 3, page number 556. The title is To Look at the Anus or the Vagina of a Woman Will Cause You or Your Children to Be Blind. Translation. Looking at the women's vagina lead into blindness. It's hate to look at the women's private part, and he said it begets blindness, and hate to do it like talking. You should not talk too during sex. Like if you're having sex, you shut up. So you don't look at your wife's anus or her private part, and the wife should do the same. Haram. We F only, okay? This is the religion of effing. You don't look. You F only. Are you there, Haidar? So I'm assuming that you yourself, you never look too. You never know, she might be a male. Did you check it out? What a stupid cult. I mean, this is seriously, is that a religion? This is a religion? And you are telling me that, you know, this is da'if. Anyway. True story, brother. True story. You are a Sunni? Okay. So, okay, let me ask you, as long as you are a Sunni, do you like to call me Mr. My friend Mahdi? Do you like to call me in Skype? If you like to call me, just say yes, I will open Skype for you. So, guys, he's a Sunni. Okay, but let me ask you, isn't it, do your prophet wife have a shame? So you are saying, let us stick with Hassan and Sahih, right? So that if you don't want it, let us go and see. Here we go. And now you will tell me, is this a woman or she is a whore? Imagine your wife. I'm not trying to insult you, my friend. I'm just having a conversation with you. Your wife, she go in YouTube and she make a video saying that when she pray next to you, she noticed that the other wife, her vagina is dripping yellowish blood. And she put a dish under her vagina. And this is Bukhari. What kind of woman she is saying those things? I mean, what is the business of anyone? The wife of Muhammad, now everybody knows that her vagina is a dripping yellowish, or she have a sexual infection. Because it doesn't make sense why she have. I mean, I'm not a doctor. Actually, I never noticed that this is wrong unless, I mean, until somebody is a doctor, he says, this is mean she have infection. So the wives of the Prophet praying next to the Prophet, and there is a liquid coming from their vagina, and that is a yellowish blood. What they do? They put a dish there. Is that the Sahih Hadith you like me to read? Can we have it in video? The Prophet wife is teaching us how the Prophet, he used to fondle her. He put his penis between her legs. What kind of a what kind of a prophet, what kind of a female, what kind of a wife she is? Imagine my wife, she go live on air if I get married, God forbid, and then she say, my husband CB yesterday, he fondled me. He fondled me, he fondled me, he fondled me. He ordered me to put the shit between my legs. And I used to have my period. And he put his private part there. He fondled me, he fondled me, even. What the heck? This is a prophet wife? And now everybody in the world, he knew what happened to the vagina of Aisha. The prophet used to suck my tongue when he is fasting. What the heck? So he was fasting or he was not? It's okay to suck the tongue of your wife when you are fasting because you are hungry. You like to eat tongues, don't you? French kiss? Scandals. And what they do now? They try to wash their hands from the garbage. This is the truth. Let us find this hadith. Oh, this is da'if. You see, it says da'if here, but this is sahih in Sunan Ibn Dawood. That's why it's called Sunan Ibn Dawood. The Prophet SAW used to kiss her and suck her tongue when he was fasting. Should we take it or not? Huh? And if it's not true, why you Muslims are putting it there? But this hadith in Sahih Ahmad, Musnad Ahmad, is Sahih. The same one. Just the same exact hadith. This is Fathul Bari fi Sharhi Sahih al-Bukhari. The chapter of fasting and kisses during fasting. Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. Hadith number 1827. Page number 179. Value number 4. The Prophet, he used to suck his, he used to kiss his wives, and he used to what? And she smiled. And here it says, let us see different hadith. The Prophet came to me and I was fasting, and he was fasting, and he kissed me. And look where it says that the Prophet's wife, she was young. And as long as, when we know that when you are young, you will be very horny. لهيجان الشهوة فرق من فرق. Oh boy. And here they are saying to you, if you are kissing, it's okay. This is not will not delete your fasting, brother. You know. And look here, it says, وقال النووي, kissing during fasting, it's not haram unless it's going to move the desire. So the Prophet sucking the tongue and kissing, and he is not moved by desire. Now I understand why he need a dish of shish kebab in order to make his penis work. Because even after kissing and sucking the tongue of his wife, still his desire is not, he don't have a desire. There's no sexual desire there. So the Prophet is sucking her tongue for what reason? This is not sexual desire. He's thirsty. What's wrong with you? This is not sexual desire. Don't you, you know? You? No? You know what? I mean, what is the, why a man, he kisses his wife? I mean, obviously, this is not sexual desire, but he is putting his tongue inside her mouth. It's not just kissing like his her cheek or maybe her head. He is, you know, this is not sexual desire. But not. I'm learning, my friend. I'm getting mature now, learning from the Muhammadan. Anyway, are we done for today? I think we had enough. And I had enough too. I better stop talking about this. Can you speak about the breastfeeding for Aisha? Well, Aisha, you know, see, because she don't have a breast, so she don't have a breastfeeding yet. But Aisha, she ordered her sisters to do breastfeeding for anyone when I enter upon her. And as long as this guy, he says, I am a Sunni, well, this is a Sunni. I mean, this is religion, is very sexual, you know. A prophet, he ordered a woman to give her breast to a stranger so he can suckle it, and then Aisha, she used to do that. You see it? Yahya related to me from Malik, from etc., from that Aisha, she ordered her sister. Okay. All right. Yeah. See? I wish I was living in the time of the Prophet. Any office, any government office you go to, run by a woman, you have to suckle all the secretary breast. I will never go hungry. I mean, I will make any excuse just to go to the government office so I can suckle and then go home. I will, the second my turn come to speak to the official Aisha, I will say, thank you, Aisha, I'm done for today. I want to go home. So what the problem? Don't you say you have, you came to meet me? No, sorry, I did not came to meet you. I came to suckle. This is religion? And this is God? This is God, huh? God, he ordered Muslim women to give their breast and to suckle a stranger. You go in the bus, there's a TV host in Egypt. She asked the sheikh, are you saying to me, all those people who work with me in the TV station, the DJ, the light engineer, the audio engineer, the director, the editor assistants, the music, etc., all of those, I have to suckle them? He said, yes. Yes, you have to suckle them. This is what the Prophet said. And I can show you the video on YouTube. Yes, brother, yes. Yes. The word suckle is not found in Arabic? That's new for me. Guys, in Arabic, there's no suckle. من الرضاعة من المجاعة. Abdul, don't be stupid. I mean, come on, if you want me to respect you, don't be stupid with me. رضاعة from رضة, which means you hustle and you suck something. So you put the nipple, you radda, like radda isba'ahu, like if somebody closed the door over his finger, that is a rad. What is rad? Is a piece of meat going between two hard things. And that can cause injury, can make even your blood, the blue blood appear under your skin. This is what rad. So rada'a is to put the nipple of the woman between the teeth of a baby. He hold with his teeth, not even with his lips. And he starts sucking. So when you say to me, it's not in the dictionary, what dictionary you want me to show you? Oh, dictionary says the opposite. You're a liar, son of muta. Shame on you. And even your translation says breastfeeding for adult. And why you Muslims say suckling if it's not suckling? And I am an Arab potato. So don't tell me this does not exist in the Arabic dictionary. People will die laughing at you. Shame. And if we show it to you from the Quran, what you will say too, you know? We can show it to you from the Quran. And this was a verse of the Quran, by the way. This is the Quran in the chapter of Al-Baqarah. Using the same word. Chapter 2, verse number 233. Do you see it? And this is the other verse. Chapter 4, verse number 23. And if you don't like the translation, we can change it for you. As you wish. And this is the word rida in Arabic. Those games you can play with someone else. You cannot play those games with me. Hey, my friend, there is no certain hadith says you put milk in. First of all, just to show you how stupid what you are saying. What al-Waqidi? First of all, al-Waqidi is not a companion. So how that can be hadith from al-Waqidi? You are a certified idiot. Secondly, if it's drinking from a cup, that is drinking, not suckling. In the same time, Sahla bint Suhail, she was an old woman, so she don't have milk. So what he will drink? This is why the woman she adopt a man. because she don't have kids. She cannot have kids. If you think that women, they are a goat, even goat, they have to have babies to have milk. So he's drinking what? Sahla bint Suhail is an old woman, and he is the one, he ordered her to suckle the man who live in her house. She said to him, how I'm going to suckle him if he is a grown man? If it is drinking in a cup, she will not be surprised. She will say, okay, I will give him a cup of milk. She said, how I'm going to suckle him, and he is a growing man. Don't the grown man drink in a cup? Everybody drink in a cup. So Muslims, they have a very silly, stupid argument. كيف أرضعه وهو رجل كبير? She didn't say how I'm going to make him a drink. She said how I'm going to suckle him. Otherwise, there's no problem. How I'm going to suckle him, and he is a growing man. And you see, even your Muslim translation says breastfeeding him. It's a breastfeeding. It have to be from the breast, not a drinking cup. And let me ask you again, I will go with you. What kind of a stupid prophet he says that you give your milk to a man and that will make him forbidden for you? How stupid this religion is. Isn't it Islam forbidding you adoption? In the same time now, she became his mother? And then we will find that this is not a true. Muslim man is still, he can have sex with this woman, and I can show you the fatwa. If I go right now and search in Google, do breastfeeding for adult make the women unlawful? You will see that no. So what's the point? Read it. You Muslims are very silly, trying to save yourself from the embarrassment. رضاع الكبير لا يحرم. This is the title. She doesn't make it forbidden for you to have sex with her. Fatwa number 3901. Translation. See it? Breastfeeding for adult does not forbid you from having sex with her or marrying her. And this is here the answer. The man is asking, if an old man, if a grown man, he did breastfeeding from a woman, did she become a mother for him from breastfeeding? The answer, no. He can still, have sex with her. So what's the point of this stupid religion? Obviously, Muhammad is making fun of you Muslims. So, there is no point. Stupid religion. Let me give you the reference. Here we go. I will post the link for you. I will shorten the link because it have an Arabic in the search, so I cannot post it in Google. Actually, let me try. I don't know if it's going to work. Before I post it, it doesn't work. I think, does it work, guys? Let me know if you can open the link. Because maybe YouTube have an adjustment now. Does it work when you click at the link? The one I posted? It work? Okay, then I do not need to shorten it. Okay, and now you can use Google Translation to translate yourself from your side. And you will see there's no point of this. Muhammad is a filthy man. He's making fun of the Muslims. And you will see he laughed until his teeth came out. She said to him, well, how I'm going to suckle him, and he's an old, grown man. Because suckling happened only to children. And why he's laughing? And as you see, all those hadith are accurate, and all of them, they are talking about suckling. And the one she is suckling, he have a beard. My friend, this is false, because you see, when you say al-Albani, etc., this is sahih. You say to me there's no proof that this from the nipple. It says suckle. Okay, can you show me a hadith saying that she gave a cup full of milk to the guy? Go ahead. You said to me al-Waqidi, where there's no such a hadith. This is opinion. Somebody like your opinion now, trying to fix it. But all of them, they say ardi'i. And the word rida is in the Quran. And this is in the Arabic dictionary. And your prophet is even laughing at what he just said. And this is how funny this religion is. Suddenly Suckling is giving a cup of milk to the guy. What about giving a cup from the cow? Are you Hindus, Muslims? Why if somebody, he drank milk from somebody, he became her son? What is that? Hindus? So now if we drink milk from a cow, she became our mother? Suckle me, baby. Even, you know what? Even Joe Biden will not do what Muhammad say and do. I mean, this guy, he exceed everything is stupid can imagine. Az-Zuhri nephew told in the authority. Okay, show me the hadith. Give me the hadith number. Give me the hadith number. I will put in the screen, so we can laugh together. Remember, you are the one who said we don't accept da'if, right? You are the one who said, Christian Prince, let us focus in Hassan and Sahih. Just to show you the hypocrisy of this religion. Give me the reference, please. I'm waiting. Give me the number of the hadith and the name of the book. Everybody will start laughing in a second. Especially we have all your posts about not to accept da'if. And not to accept anything is not accepted by your majesty. I want to see this hadith. I'm waiting, Mr. Mahdi. I mean, if you have the hadith, you don't have the number for it? Give me the name of the book, the number of the hadith, so I can put it in the screen, please. If you have the hadith and you don't have the number, it's a clear evidence that you are copying from an article made by Abdul. If you have the number and you have the page number, you have the name of the book, then we will put it in the screen so we can share your opinion. Maybe you are right. I'm waiting. Why is it taking you so long? Let me tell you why. You are just copying an idiot article. You don't have reference. Let me help you to find the reference you are talking about, because obviously you are not able to find it. So we can laugh together. Let us see. You mentioned Al-Waqidi, right? Let me show you Al-Waqidi. You are just copying an article. This is the book of At-Tabaqat al-Kubra. You cannot find reference, I will find it for you. Volume number 8, page number 271. It says here, Aisha, she made a fatwa about this, and it's mentioned by Salim that he entered upon Kulthum, the sister of Aisha, and she suckled him 5 times so he can enter upon Aisha. And he got from her 2 suckling, or 3. And then she got sick, so he could not able to go and meet Aisha. Now let's continue. Salama, she said that the other wives of the Prophet, they refused to do so. And they said this was only a license for Sahla bint Suhail. And here it says, the wife of Abi Hudhayfa, the son of Utbah, she mentioned to the Messenger of Allah the story of the slave she owned, and he entered upon her. So the Prophet, he ordered her to suckle him, and he was an old man. And he was even a person who was fighting in Badr. He is a fighter, a soldier. Then she says here, it's mentioned to us from Muhammad ibn Umar, Haddathana Muhammad ibn Abdullah, from Az-Zuhri, from his father, that he used to milk in a dish or a container, and he gave it to Salim every day 5 times. Oh, sorry, every day to 5 times, 5 days, until he finished. But where we can find that? Aren't you the one who says to me, we don't accept anything unless it's authentic? Is this authentic? In front of everybody, I challenge you to show me this authentic hadith. What do you think? Is it authentic? I'm waiting. This guy is not even a hadith here. Who is this guy? Az-Zuhri from his father. And you know, the funny is, the Muslims, they try to justify stupid things when the Arabic language is so clear. If you know, if Muhammad, he don't want her to suckle, and the word suckle is wrongly used, he can tell her, give him some milk in a cup and let him drink. Why he's using the word suckling? Obviously, and this is why she was surprised. How I'm going to suckle him and he's a grown man? But the grown man, he drink, and he drink milk too. So she was surprised, not because men don't drink milk. Everybody drink milk and any drink. But the reason she was surprised, because simply the word is used there is suckling. Never use any other word. And then the Muslims, they try to fix it. And as you see, all of them, they are coming with suckling, and this is sahih. And the same Muslim who says to us, you don't accept the hadith unless it is sahih, he could not confirm to us if the hadith he is talking about is sahih. In fact, it's not. Can we find this hadith, the one you mentioned to me, in any books of the Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, at-Tirmidhi? The Muslim Sunni, they have 6 Sahih books. Can we find this hadith in any of them, Mahdi? You cannot. So you see the hypocrisy. It is you who said to me, let us stick to the, don't take a da'if. What if I show you the dictionary where the word translate Arabic word to feed? So what? Because suckling is the purpose of suckling is to feed. Why the child is suckling? Is to feed. Are you stupid or what? But if we go to the dictionary, let me do that in front of your eyes. And I will not open any website, is not Islamic website. And then you will regret. This is your Muslim dictionary, Al-Mu'jam al-Wasit, published in Cairo, year 1960. This is the publishing print date. And this is شمس العلوم الرضاعة. الرضاعة الجزر رضعة الوزن فعالة. يقال هي أمه من الرضاعة. They say she is his mother from suckling. And then he continues saying مدة الرضاعة حولان. The date of رضاعة is 2 years. This is coming from the Quran. And then he continues saying until the child he stopped by the age of 3. We continue. We're just trying to find where it's speaking about suckling. Here we go. Read carefully. التعريفات الفقهية. So this is now not only dictionary, this is according to fiqh, according to Islam. Let us use translation. And now you will say to me, I don't accept dictionary no more. This is according to dictionary. What rida'a mean? The word translated here as breastfeeding is rida'a. Breastfeeding and breastfeeding, sucking the infant from the human breast during the suckling period. And Nasafi, he said, breastfeeding is what is sprout the flesh and spour the bones out. Translation is not too good, but I think it's enough. And this is in the language. And this is even for the human. And you are fooling yourself, lying to yourself. And this is your dictionary. And let me post the link for you now, so you can enjoy your lying time. This is the dictionary. You can use Google Translation in case you don't speak Arabic. Stop lying to yourself. Liars, they have no shame. Desperate. And you know what kind of logic? That if a man, he want to enter a house, the wife, she, let us say it is giving her a cup, giving him a cup. What is that? Yeah, it doesn't say that, CP. So this is your dictionary, and all of them, and as you see, this is according to al-fiqh, according to Islam, not according just to dictionary. Do you see it? by receiving the breast milk directly. If you don't receive it directly, the word is wrong. You don't use the word suckling, you don't use the word rida unless you receive it directly. This is what radda mean. They lie, they love to lie. It is about suckling from the breast, not about drinking in a cup. If you're drinking from the cup, why you use the word suckling? I mean, how you can suckle a cup? Only Muslim they can suckle a cup because they have different mouths. Look like they have like a, I don't know. How you can suckle a cup? He sent me a message in Skype. Okay, let me open Skype for a second, even though I was going to go and leave. But let us take one call at least. Oh, one call is enough. Okay, my friend, I will open Skype just for you. What's his name? The one who wanna call me? Let us see Skype. We will take only one call because already getting really late. And people will not be able to listen to all this video. Let us log in Skype. Skype is taking forever to log in. Ultimate fart? Well, you know, I don't mind actually to take ultimate fart for a snack. But this guy, he have a very filthy mouth. You know? Yeah, I don't see anyone texting me in Skype. I don't have any Muslim text. Nobody. So obviously he is not. Okay, let me see now, maybe now. This is not a Muslim. Where is the Muslim guy? I want to know why somebody, he is a Christian from Indonesia, is texting me, or a Christian from wherever. Why you text me? What for? I don't know why people they do that. Where is the Muslim? I don't see anyone. Oh, somebody trying to call me. Let's see who's this guy. Maybe this is the Muslim. Let us call him. Maybe it's ultimate fart, I think. Hello? Yes, my friend, you are live on air. You are a Muslim?
Hi. No, I'm not Muslim, but I have seen fallacy.
You have seen what?
Fallacies in your argument.
Oh, okay. What is that? What is your religion?
Yo, I believe in the Bible.
Okay, no. What do you think about Muhammad then?
I tend more to believe in Muhammad than the notion that Christ.
Okay, I'm asking you, what do you believe in Muhammad? Is he a false prophet or a true prophet?
A false prophet.
Okay, so what do you want to say to us? Go ahead.
A fallacy in your argument.
Okay, give me the fallacy.
Let me. I will move to YouTube.
I don't have time, you know, just tell me, what is the fallacy? Come on.
Your fallacy is in the argument that you have shown the Aisha. She was pouring, it was pouring of her vagina a yellow liquid. And you have said that yellow liquid was from the sexual, what's the word? Sexual infection.
Well, it's not me who said that. Doctors, they say that. I'm not a doctor.
But no, the doctor said that yellow liquid is not the yellow liquid. It was not from the always from the sexual relation.
So it's not always. Sometimes it is.
Other things.
Okay, get lost. Not always. You just admitted that I'm right. The doctor, they say it's not always. But that means you just admitted that I'm right. Let us go and search right now. I'm not a doctor. But let us see. I mean, you are saying I have a false argument, you donkey. And you just said not always. At least say no. It never happened. So you can call it a false argument. Donkey. Learn how to lie from the Muhammadan. I'm going to search in Google and see. Because this is not only, it's about water, this is yellowish blood, not water. Anyway, you know, people are really stupid. The topic was, what kind of a woman? She mentioned that in front of people. What is the business of anyone? So if it is a sexual disease or it's not. The question is, what kind of a woman she go in public and mention such a thing? And this is here, I am not a doctor, and this is the doctor website. Yellow discharge before the period. Causes and prevention. It says here, sexually transmitted infection. STIs, like, etc., like, etc., like, etc. So I'm not a doctor. I've never been one, and I'm not interested to be a doctor. But this is what doctors, they say. In Christian Prince, you have a yellow followers, you have a, you know, it's stupid. Don't waste my time. It took me 2 seconds to find the answer. And we just discovered that you yourself, you have a yellowish discharge. Yellowish of foolishness. Christian Prince, I am a Christian and I'm going to show you a fallacy. Like, what the heck is that? This is not a true, not always. Not always. Sometime. Don't get married, okay? Your wife, she will find you very yellowish too. You know what? I really feel sorry for many women. I mean, imagine you get a husband like this guy. And he was scratching his head and his, you know, his ass for 2 hours after I said that. And he's trying, and he called me to prove me wrong. And the second he start talking, he says, not always. Oh, it's fallacy then, and it's not always. That means it's possible. So you did not prove me wrong, you proved me right. Next time you stupid, when you call me, say it is impossible. Don't say it is not always. Because if you say it's not always, that means maybe I was right. At least. But you are a donkey. Learn how to debate. Learn how to make argument. Potato. And as you see, I just search in Google. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. And all of them, they are saying the same. It's a bacterial or sexual transmitted disease. And actually, I did not even search in the search here. I did not put the word sexual disease. Look what I searched for. I searched yellowish blood, menstruation reason. That's it. I did not even put the word sexual disease. Because sometimes if you insert a word there, that will lead to a certain answer, right? So I did not even search for sexuality. I said yellowish blood menstruation reason. This is what I put in the text. You can do the same in your search engine. And this is what I got. Sexual transmitted disease. Sexual transmitted disease. Sexual transmitted disease. So what I will do now? It's fallacy. Don't get married. Your wife, she will jump to the next balcony in the honeymoon hotel room when she discover how. And your voice, man, your voice is headache. Don't in fallacy. I said, like, what the heck? What I did, man? Man, I better leave before he tell me. And then he agreed with me. Not always. Well, let me tell you, not always men are donkey, but you are the donkey. But not all men are donkeys. Not always. Prove me wrong. Mr. Sankara, you are a doctor? My friend, I am very humble, Mr. Sankara. Let me tell you something. I am a graduated from the highest university in Arabia for doctors. And I was the dean of the Camel Urine College in the city of Medina for more than 10 years. So I understand that you are a doctor and you are agreeing with me, but brother, thank you. I do not need your agreement because already I have all the knowledge. We are the first university in the world who taught people to drink camel urine to recover from anything. Anything. Actually, the Prophet, he have other medicine. Let me show you. If you take this, brother, you can fight any disease, brother. But this is between me and you, right? You know, in your clinic, we can share the Prophet from this discovery, okay? Prophet Muhammad, he said, if you take this, brother, you can kill any disease except death. Brother, look at this. Prophet of Allah, he said, Nagla seed is the remedy for every disease. But some, which mean death. Ibn Shihab said, you know, that it can do everything except death, brother. And this is in total agreement. All the Muslims, they agree upon it. So, brother, I just share with you knowledge which nobody have, and now you as a doctor, you will become the most successful doctor in history. Any woman, any man, any child come to your clinic, brother. You give him Nagla seed. It doesn't matter what he have. Just go right now and buy 10 kilograms of Nagla seed. Don't give medicine, anything. Just give him Nagla seed. The patient come to your clinic. You hit him in his foot. And I will tell you why you have to hit him in your foot. Because he have to open his mouth from pain. So you step in his foot hard. He open his mouth like, wah, and then you throw the Nagla seed in his face, in his mouth. And he will be like a horse. Be careful, brother. Give him the Nagla seed before he die. Because after he die, doesn't work. Every disease. It's a healing for every disease. Except death. Muhammad, is death is disease? I mean, you eat it when you say healing from every disease. How you say except death? Are you stupid or what? Is death is a disease? Like if you say except cholera, I say, okay, cholera is a disease. But death is not a disease. So, my friend, you are a doctor, but as you see, I'm so happy that you are here. You are learning from me. And now you will make a lot of money by being here, learning from the wisdom of a Prophet Muhammad. Cure for every disease. And those stupid American and stupid British people and Japanese and Chinese, they did not understand that one pill given by Prophet Muhammad can fix every disease. Neglecid. And now let us see how many of you Muslims will go to internet and start ordering 10 kilograms of Neglecid. Every morning you eat Neglecid, Neglecid, Neglecid. Cancer will die. I mean, any disease. You have a liver problem? Take Neglecid. You have diabetes? Take Neglecid. You have your wife giving you a headache? Take Neglecid. Your mother-in-law? Take Neglecid. You don't have money? Take Neglecid. You don't have salary? Take Neglecid. You lost your job? Take Neglecid. I mean, it's a magical Neglecid. If you see a woman, her name is Negla, marry her right away. Because her seed, I mean, your seed through her will give you Negla seed too. You can sell them. Christian Prince, you have fallacy. What the heck? Lloyd? Who is Lloyd? I don't know who this guy. Guys, don't mention names I do not know. Don't mention names I don't know. Because we don't know what they say. And we don't approve people unless we know what they say. Unless you are forcing us to block you. Anyway, I'm hungry right now. I don't have Neglecid. Guys, do you know why I'm very healthy? I will share a secret with you. Some of you might now think that because I'm taking Neglecid. No, you are wrong. No. I use flies. I know that you might be disgusted now, but the Prophet, he knew it all. The Prophet, he said, if a fly falls into your vessel of one of you, let him dip it in. Okay, why we dip it in? Why? Because there's one wing have diseases and the other wing have the cure for it. So look what happened. They fly all over the poo-poo. Poo-poo here, poo-poo there, poo-poo everywhere. She come to your vessel. She jump because she thinks this is a swimming pool. Or she is committing suicide. I don't know why. I mean, I don't understand the language of flies. So she jumps. What the heck? She is now in your vessel. What do? You throw the vessel, cost you 10 pesos? You don't do that. Stupid. You use the medicine of Allah, Messenger, Prophet. You push your finger in the top of the fly. You have to force her to dip her head and her ass. Not only her head. All of her. Dip her down like zzz, and the fly was, I cannot breathe. Don't listen. Don't have mercy on her. Dip her down and then take her out and throw her away. And then, brother, the dish will be so delicious and very healthy. Because one wing has medicine and one wing have disease. So now you have the cure and you are pure. Brother, somebody keep asking, poor guy, I saw him many times. I forgot. Okay. The woman, her ass is 1 mile. 1 mile, not 33 miles. What are you talking about? 1 mile. I mean, you people exaggerating. I say 1 mile, you say 33 miles. There's a hadith says that the woman, she will be 30 something miles. The woman, she will be, not her ass. But you can measure that. I mean, if she is 33, her ass, how many miles will be? But there's a hadith. It says that the wife, the whore, this is the book of Musnad Ahmad, variant number 6, hadith number 10945, and this is the reference. I don't know if I can find it to you in English. Let us see. I don't think this website have Ahmad. Yeah. So you can use Google Translation. I will post the link for you. And here it says it's going to take her ass, here مقعدها قدر ميل من الأرض. So her ass will fit 1 mile in the ground. Translate to English. The translation came in here as her seed. This is her ass. As much as a mile in the ground. Let me post the link for you and stop reposting asking for reference. And by the way, I don't mind. I mean, if my wife in heaven, her ass is 1 mile, I mean, the bigger is better. I can invite Sheikh Ahmad to do hiking in the top of the ass of my wife in heaven. Bring your friends, bring my friends. We do hiking. It's going to be very difficult, by the way, because it's very smooth. It's extremely smooth. 1 mile smooth high. 1 mile high, and it's so smooth and round. I mean, how in the world we can do hiking? And imagine if you're successful and you hike in the top of that ass, and then this woman, she fought. May Allah have mercy on you. Chemical weapon. I can't breathe. You know? So I don't wanna draw the situation for you, because the situation is very embarrassing, you know. But just think about it this way. Why you guys are forcing me to use my skills in drawing? I mean, this is a cheap way to drag me into doing this. You know, I don't want it to do. I'm the same Prophet Muhammad. He didn't want to marry Aisha. Allah told him. So this is 1 mile ass. And it's so smooth. Even Allah, the hadith says, Allah, He spent 1,000 years to smooth the skin of the whore. Look like Allah, He never heard of Vaseline. 1,000 years just to smooth the skin of the whore. How slow. And then I think He is not using electricity. He is doing like manual, you know. So 1 mile, and now you try to go and you try to climb. So like, if you look at this, if this is 1 mile, if this is 1 high, the height is 1 mile. 1 mile. Okay? And now let us say you are here. Let us say after like all the skills you have, you know, you've been in the Himalaya before. This is not even 200 meters. You are still far. And it's going to get harder. Why? Because it's smooth. So it's not going to be easy, to do, but it's going to be good to post it in YouTube and make a video about it. Right? Somebody saying it sounds like a retarded troll. Oh, okay. Well, I think the one who listened to me, then he must be a troll like you. You know, if I'm a retarded troll, that means you are a retarded troll too. Because why you listen to me? You must be troll too. And now we have 2 trolling. 2 more we can play cards. I support this guy, you know. Okay. So guys, Prophet Muhammad, he always care for us. He care how big the ass of the women we will have. And me, myself, I wish they are 72 miles each ass. I'm really upset it's 1 mile only. I mean, what Allah will lose if He make it like few miles more? At least I can use it to fight with Putin. Well, what I need to do, get those women, bend over, and do fart at the direction of the Russian army in Ukraine. Boom. Chemical weapon, not chemical weapon, I don't care. And not only that, after they fart right away, I will throw a cigarette. Because in case you do not know, farting is flammable. Boom. You burn everybody. Putin, Christian Prince, you burned my face. Putin, I told you, the fart is coming to you. You coward. I mean, my friend, I'm talking about fart. And you say, hello, CP, how are you doing? I mean, don't you think we have more important now? We're talking about something very sensitive. Don't you see how important this? We're talking about the nuclear weapon now. Fart, big 1 mile ass. And then you go, you say, CP, how are you doing? My friend, may Allah forgive you. What's wrong with people? Focus, focus. Focus in the hocus. What a religion. Anyway, I think the video became so long, I don't know how you can divide it. But those who want to make the video about Aisha, just cut the part about Aisha, and the rest you do as you wish. I want to say thank you, guys. Let me delete this picture because I know many of you will copy it and say it in the internet. And you give it to people and you say it in, you know, as like it's your art. You know, you put your signature there. I know you. You know, there's many people do those things. But I have a protection. Like what happened when Muhammad and Aisha, they were fighting. Allah and his and Jibreel is his protectors. So anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. I hope we have a good time together. Don't forget to download the video because I'm not going to keep it. I will keep it there for a few hours, this video and the video before it. And then after you download it, we will delete them. As you know, I don't keep videos. So please, oh, hold on. Sheikh Asim Al-Hakim is live, brother. And look how many people listening to him live. 226 people, brother. 256. That's a big number, brother. Huge number, including his wives, 4 wives, and his children's. 256 people. Zakir Naik, he go live. He have 200, 300 people. What the heck? What happened to everybody? Why you have a very low review? Sheikh Awesome? Awesome, brother. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you all for being here. Until we see you soon again. Download the video. And when we get more than 20,000 something, we will be back. Until then, Christ is Lord. Islam is a fraud. We prove it every day. Take care.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.